So you've moved to Nashville, Tennessee, but you don't know what there is to do. That is perfectly fine, because today we are going to take a walking tour of downtown Nashville, Tennessee, so that you can see what there is to do here. Remember folks, we get calls and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make their move here to Nashville, Tennessee, and we absolutely love it. So remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Nashville, Tennessee. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and head out and get after it. as we've seen so far, folks, there's an insane amount of construction going on in the downtown area, especially on Broadway right now. Tons of bars being remodeled. They've been, a lot of the local establishments that have been here for years have been bought out. They're being turned into chain bars and restaurants. Most of your pop country stars are buying those up and turning them into, their namesake locations. I don't know how you feel about that, but it's a great point of discussion here in Nashville. So we're gonna head down the other side of Broadway and show you some of the shopping here as well. Right, we finally got the crossing light. Now we're going to show you the new development down here on Broadway. It's called 5th and Broadway. Basically a bunch of shopping and retail space, as well as a couple bars and restaurants. I will say, folks, that 5th and Broadway is always popping. If you were down here during the CMA Fest, it was absolutely insane. There were lines everywhere, and yeah, nobody was going anywhere fast. Look up, you've also got my gimbal won't go that far. You've also got some residential spots here, some luxury apartments and condos up above us. Those are naturally all going to fall in the $1 million+ price point, at least to own. And of course, right across from this new development here, 5th and Broadway, we have got the Mother Church right in front of us. That is the Ryman, folks. I mean, she is absolutely beautiful today with AT&T, the Batman building back behind her. Oh yeah, you can't beat it. The Ryman is always gorgeous. And then that big purple building you see over there to the left, that's going to be Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. That's another hot spot here on Broadway. One that has survived the, chainification of Broadway here. right, guys, we're going to cross the street here as soon as traffic moves out. Jack's Barbecue, great barbecue here if you've never been there. Stage is always a good time there for sure. And then, fun little fact, back when I spent some time working on Broadway, I actually worked right here at Big Time Boots. Great place to pick up some high-end Western wear. That's Luke Casey, Dan Post, Old Gringo. High-quality Western wear. You don't want to mess with Boot Barn. We finish up our walk of downtown Nashville to Broadway. We're going to take you up to Printer's Alley. Alright, we kind of made it back down to the opposite end of Broadway where all of our construction is going on. Here in downtown Nashville on Broadway, at least they're preserving the historic buildings that have been here for, decades at this point. All right, guys, we are heading up 2nd Avenue. At this point, we're going to run you through Printer's Alley, but 2nd Avenue is kind of the side show to Broadway. Basically, you've got plenty of bars and stuff down here. They've actually been reconstructing it over the last few years. You may have heard or seen a improvised explosive device was set off down here a few years ago. So all the construction you're seeing is going to be remediating that. Thankfully, a lot of the spots that were down here have stayed down here, and they've reopened at this point. There are some that are still closed, but for the most part, a lot of the places that were here are still here. Just cruising up 2nd Avenue here. Now you start to see some more of that construction going on just down there on 2nd Avenue. Like I said, guys, we're heading up to Printer's Alley. Now, Broadway is a ton of fun, great place to show people whenever they come into town and visit, but there is tons of stuff to do just off of Broadway. For example, Printer's Alley. That's where we're headed next. I'm going to show you that. It really is a cool spot. There are some residences actually in Printer's Alley. They are very, very expensive, but some really cool residences. If you haven't ever heard of them, haven't ever seen them, which I don't blame you, not many people know about the residences in Printer's Alley, but if you've never heard of them, never seen them, I highly recommend a Google search, because they are some cool condos, cool apartments, that kind of stuff. This is a local favorite right here. That's the Wild Beaver Saloon. Great stuff. Good place to ride a mechanical bull as well. That's the legendary milkshake bar. Definitely need to check those guys out. If you haven't, you can get a full 2 days worth of calories in a single milkshake. It is delicious. It's also horrible for you. I would highly, highly recommend it. You may have noticed them. There are tons of food trucks here in the downtown area. All right. So as we turn onto Church here, headed up to Printer's Alley, this is where you're going to find a lot of the residential spots here in the area. They're actually just above us. So, all right. And as you can see, there's Printer's Alley just up ahead of us. We're going to show you guys around. Woo. Got some construction going on down here in Printer's Alley. So there's Printer's Alley that way, some bars, stuff to do down there, and there's Printer's Alley this way. This is where most folks tend to hang out. There are a bunch of bars down here, and one of my favorite spots in downtown as well. That is Bourbon Street Blues and Boogie Bar. It is a New Orleans themed bar, if you could have guessed. They have some awesome performers play there, awesome musicians. Definitely recommend coming down there. Here's another cool spot here. That's Fleet Street English Pub. They have got a phenomenal burger. Folks, the last place we wanted to show you on the walking tour of everything there is to do in downtown Nashville, at least the Broadway area, we wanted to show you the arcade. The arcade is a cool little spot down here. You can find all kinds of shopping and restaurants here. So let's see if we are open today. We are open today. This is the arcade, folks. Really cool stuff. Just a block or two off of downtown Nashville, or off of Broadway, excuse me. Guess we should have walked the other direction. Nah, there we go. Anyways, folks, the arcade has undergone some extensive remodeling here over the last couple years. Used to be a little bit rougher around the edges. Regardless, very cool place to hang out one way or the other. But yeah, it has certainly gotten a little rougher, or gotten a little more refined around the edges, for sure. Alrighty, folks, that is the last little bit of things we wanted to cover on our walking tour here in the Broadway area. All right, folks, and that is going to wrap up our walking tour of Broadway and Printer's Alley here in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Remember, my name is Mark with Welcome Home Nashville, Tennessee, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market conditions here in Nashville, Tennessee. And folks, we get calls and emails from people just like you every single day, from people looking to make their move here to Nashville, Tennessee, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Nashville, Tennessee. Until next time, I hope to see you around town soon.